YouTube, you're going live. What they do, YouTube. YouTube, what's good with you? Come on in. I got y'all up and running this morning. Come on in, gather around the table. YouTube, what's they do? Facebook, family, and friends, what's up with you? Y'all come on in and gather around. Did you hear me? I said, come on in and gather around the table. Yes, you might as well come on in and gather around the table. There's a table of your own thoughts. There's a table of your own existence. There's a table of your own continuity. That's a word. You know what I'm saying? That there's a table of your own continuity. Something how you bring it all together. Yeah, there's a table. And so at the same time, I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. I am on assignment. Don't ever get that twisted. You know what I'm saying? I'm your health conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. All right. I'm also your podcast professor. And so at the same time, I just told y'all to come on in and gather around. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this party started. Ain't no reason not to. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to get the party started. And I know I'm running a little behind schedule this morning. I'm running just a little behind schedule. You know? And so, but I'm here. And as I was preparing, right? Let me cut this light on the march, get set, ready, go. How's that? That's better? Okay. Hey, look, I was preparing this morning, right? And at the same time, I ain't got my little mic. And look, at the same time, right, as I was preparing this morning, and I just started watching some YouTube videos, and before it's all over and said and done, a whole 30, 35 minutes had passed by. And I'm like, wait a minute, this time is flying. So I jump up, brush my teeth, wash my face, and come on up and through here right quick, right here to drop a few lines of whatever it is that I'm supposed to be. And so when I looked in the mirror this morning, I said, what would you have me to say into the mind of the people? I said, I don't feel like talking this morning. I said, I just don't feel like talking this morning. You feel me? I feel like being quiet. And y'all know sometimes I take mornings off without consulting, right? And sometimes I just felt like this morning was one of those mornings when I just wanted to take this morning off and just kind of like just relax my mind and relax my thoughts and relax. And then he said something to me. He said, but I've been too good to you. I've been too good to you for you not to say something. Y'all know I came in with it. Hey, listen, man, when he said, when my spirit said that to me, that he has been too good to you for you not to come in and say something into the mind of the people. I promise y'all, I ran to, I moved as fast as I could to my closet and got my little, my hoodie and threw the hat on right quick and came and sat down. That's how that happened. That's just how that happened right there. You know what I'm saying? And so I truly believe that even when you don't have something to say, right? And the opportunity presents itself for you to say something, you can say something that will motivate the mind of the people. And so I'm telling y'all just how I was challenged and convicted a few minutes ago for not having a desire not to come in and say something to the mind of the people. I'm telling you, it's going to happen to you that same way. If you're connected to the Hourglass Era in any capacity of the word, if you're connected to the Hourglass Era, the ERA, the era by which we live is the Hourglass Era, right? And the era that we live in, you have to be cognitively aware of the pH of in your body. You know what I'm saying? Your spirit, your mind, and your body, all three has to be alkalinic. And so that's my assignment in the earth, is to tell them to be cognitively aware of the pH in your body. You can get a pH strip. They call them alkaline strips. You can put it in your mouth. You can pee on it. It'll tell you, send a universal color chart that would tell you what's your pH in your body. And then you'll have a starting point to know if you're down at the bottom of the hourglass, if you're down here at the bottom of the hourglass where acidity is, or you're up here at the top of the hourglass where alkalinity is. Somewhere in between here is neutral. And so it's colors for neutral. For you, we don't have something, but under normal conditions, you will either be at the top of the hourglass or either at the bottom in acidity, or you'd be at the top in alkalinity. And so at the same time, I sat down here this morning without a drink. Y'all know I normally be sipping on some sorrel, or I'll be sipping on my tropical rhythms, pineapple and ginger, or water or some tea. I tell y'all about health conscious teas and things of that nature that I would want y'all to tap into to see if it can help you in any capacity of the word, right? And so I am your health conscious coach, where I'm coaching you not only into healthy understandings and comprehensions from the mindset shifting that has to happen, but also in your body, where your body has to remain alkalinic in all times in order for for pain not to hit your body. And so I just came in this morning, I really didn't have too much to say to y'all. And this is a morning that I would have probably been quiet. I would probably chose to be quiet and don't say anything. But then I promise you, I looked in the mirror as I was brushing my teeth and I said, what would you have me to say? This is a time where I could just be quiet and go and lay back in the bed and watch some more videos and just, interact from that capacity. And he said, I have been too good to you for you not to say something. And then the mind of the people is sitting there waiting thirsty for you to say something into their minds. And so at the same time, y'all know, hey, look, when he said that to me, y'all, I promise you, I just went to my closet, got this, pulled this hoodie out right quick, throw the hoodie on, put the blue A hat on, and I came and sat down. Just that simple. And so I'm here this morning. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I am your health-conscious coach. And I'm also your podcast professor. And so y'all know I got all the degrees in the world and on the wall and all that good stuff. And people don't really care about how many degrees you have until they know, that you even care for their thoughts, and you care for their mind, and you care for their memories, and you care for their ability and their agility, and you care. I genuinely care for y'all. I really do. I genuinely want to see everybody around me win, right? And so since I did a session the other day, said, since you are a winner, this is something that you got to say for yourself. Since you are a winner, you might as well win. Since you're a winner, if you're a winner, and since you are a winner, then you might as well win in this thing called life, right? And I think that it's all through your observations and the perspective by which you have to tap into your own concepts and your own understanding and your own narratives in the earth in order to understand that I might just have more W's in my win column than I do L's in my loss column. You have to say that for yourself. I don't know your story, just like you don't know mine 100%. Even though a young lady blessed me the other day and she said, I've learned so much. It's been extremely informative just to listen to you talk. It has been extremely informative. And it blessed my heart for her to tell me that a lot of my podcasts and a lot of my sessions, I call these 1 hour long sessions that I have with y'all through our thought-provoking, concepts and narratives and ideologies in the earth, that she said, you and your information, you're real informative. I've learned a lot through your podcast. And so I was like, all right, and I had to kind of like check myself. I was like, thank you for that. Like, thank you for sharing. And some people will not share that information. Some people will not even tell you how you blessed them through the process of their understanding and their comprehensions and their enlightenment eras. You know what I'm saying? Their aha moments. That everybody have an aha moment. And so I just try to present it. Y'all know in this therapy session that I have with y'all, I do the Carl, I think my name is Carl Rogers. One of my favorite theorists is Carl Rogers and Carl Jung too, Jung. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just hold the mirror up in y'all face. You feel me? I'll stand behind the mirror and I'll hold this big mirror up, right? And I'll let you reflect what you say, but reflect back to what you're saying through the mirror effect, right? And at the same time, y'all get your own aha moments. I discovered something about these aha moments is that the aha moment, if it comes from the person outside of you, it don't stick and stay, and it's not as intensified as is if you would have your own individualized aha moment. That's what I thrive for you to have your own individualized aha moment. And so that's what I thrive for, because I want you to have your own aha moments on your own. And I think that that's the best way, because when you have your own aha moment, right, and you have your own awakening, and you have your own transformative ideology, when you have your own and you wake up and it's like a big light bulb pop off in your brain, like, damn, like, yeah, I think that that's the best way. That's the best way to have your aha moment, is through me guiding you into that direction, but you tapping in on your own and having your own individual aha moment. And so this morning, I didn't have nothing to say to y'all this morning. I did get a couple of downloads, but can I tell y'all something? If you don't write them down at that moment by which the creator of all things give it to you, then sometimes when you come and sit before the mind of the people, it'll slip your mind. I had a deep one the other day. But the more I keep talking, the more it'll come back into my spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because when I speak to y'all, I speak to y'all out my spirit, right? My spirit is the biggest portion of who I am. I'm a spirit being having a humanistic experience, right? And so we all are spirit beings having a humanistic experience. We came into this earth on a different month, day, and year, and then we'll leave this earth with a different month, day, and year. Nobody is the same. We all are different. We all are individuals. We all are, individualized fingerprints in the earth. So my thumbprint is like no other thumbprint. Look at my rusty knuckles, man. Boy, y'all see that? Well, I got to do better. Y'all, hey, look, I got to do better out here in these streets. Listen, but them knuckles like I'm still beating walls, man. I don't beat no walls no more. Hey, I don't know what's wrong with I don't know, y'all. Hey, listen, man, let me tell y'all something, man. Hey, look, I think that just became a habit, but them knuckles just still be looking like they just still, but my hands feel good. I ain't in no pain no more. Like I told y'all when I was drinking, I had to track down in my life why the pain was so prevalent. And I didn't understand it at one time when I didn't have my aha moments. I'm telling y'all that we're going to have our own individualized aha moments, right? And at the same time, I didn't really track it down until I started doing research on arthritis, on gout arthritis, because anybody know that look what I found, y'all. Hey, look what I found, man. I gotta tell y'all this story, man. Hey, look what I found, y'all. Look what I found in my ashtray yesterday, right? Y'all know, anybody know me know I don't smoke. And so at the same time, right, I I was in my ashtray in the truck and I was digging out for some change in my ashtray. At the same time, this ring right here, right? This ring right here was in the ashtray. And I remember buying it one day, called myself making myself a promise. I said, this is my promise ring to myself, right? And somehow or another, it ended in my ashtray where all my dimes, quarters, and nickels at. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And so at the same time, yeah, it was in my ashtray, and I ran back across it, and I said, what was the promise? What promise did you make to yourself at the moment that you bought this ring? You made yourself a promise. And if y'all see right here, it spins. If I could turn, y'all see it's turning? Can y'all see this thing is turning? It's turning when I turn it, right? And so I slipped it back on my finger, right? And I regained the promise. I don't know if y'all ever made yourself a promise, that you gave yourself a promise ring. I seen multiple young ladies. I said, you married? She said, no. I said, this is a promise ring. And I was like, what is a promise? She said, I just made a promise to myself. And I remember making myself sitting up on the sitting up on the bunk bed in my grandmother's home, right? We used to have bunk beds. I remember sitting up at the top of the bunk bed with my back against the wall. And at the same time, I made myself a promise as a kid. And sometimes when you make yourself a promise, you tend to endure life and allow life to live. And then somehow or another, the promise that you made get caught up in, it's almost like a washing machine. Like you just, and it sometimes you get caught up in that whole construct of it all, and you forget the promise that you made to yourself. And at the same time, I'm here this morning to say that I've regained the promise that I made to myself. I remembered, and I also reestablished the promise as a child that I made to myself. And at the same time, I came by here this morning to tell somebody on the sound of my voice, go get it. That's it. Go get it. Ooh-wee. Whatever it is that you made, whatever promises that you made to yourself as a child, I'm just here to tell you, remember the promise. Ooh-wee. Don't forget the promise that you made to yourself. Don't forget it. And so I'm here this morning in a relaxated mode because I promise you I didn't feel like talking this morning. And when I stood in the mirror to brush my teeth, he said, I've been too good to you. Just you alone I've been too good to. For you not to say something into the mind of the people. I've been too good to you. And I had to hurry up and get myself together. It was a little behind schedule because I was dragging this morning because I really didn't have much to say. As I put my flip-flops on and flip-flop myself on to the bathroom, I guess. I slid on to the bathroom. I skated on to the bathroom. The brush my teeth and wash my face and get myself together, I look in the mirror and say, I really ain't got nothing to say to these folk. He said, I've been too good to you. Even when you don't have anything to say, still show up for your assignment. Ooh-wee. And I know that he said that to me. He said, even when you don't have anything to say, still show up for the assignment on your life. And at the same time, y'all know I came on in. I sat on down. I ain't even had nothing to drink this morning. I ain't even lit me an incense or Palo Santo or Nag Champa. I didn't even have anything. I didn't even light anything this morning to get me, you know what I'm saying, my olfactory nerves just kind of like, turning. And so at the same time, I came in to tell you, if you are a winner, right? Since you are a winner, go ahead on and win. I also want to tell you, go get it. Just go get it. When you hear that, you'll know what I'm saying because it will resonate deep, deep down in your spirit. I said that the creator of all things, as I sat here this morning with nothing to say, he told me to say, go get it. So that's for someone that will listen, that will hear, that will understand, that will comprehend, that this will resonate in your spirit. Go get it. Whatever it is that you desire. Whatever promise that you've made to yourself and you haven't actually obtained the promise yet. I'm here to tell you to go get it. Go get it. You can't stay here. You cannot stay where you are, man. Sir, you can't stay where you've once been. And where you've been all this time, you can't stay here. You're going to have to tap into the newer vibration, the newer aura, the newer atmospheric pressure. You're going to have to tap all the way in to the newness of it all, the new frequency. Yeah, you're going to have to tap into the new energy source. There's energy cords throughout the earth. And you're not going to stay on the energy cord by which you once were all these many years. That in order to go to the newness of it all, and in order to obtain the promise by which you've promised yourself as a child, if you haven't made to that promise yet, then you owe yourself something. Did you hear me? I say you owe yourself something. You owe it to yourself. Go get it. Was the 3 words that he gave me this morning as I sat down behind this sacred desk, having nothing to say to the mind of the people. At least I thought I did. And I'm here this morning as Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. I'm here this morning to tell every individual under the sound of my voice, go get it. Go get it. Whatever that get it is, did you hear me? I say whatever that get it is, whatever it is for you, yours might not be mine and mine might not be yours. I'm discovering that we all get it differently. Did you hear me? I say I've discovered that we all gonna go get it differently. And so I'm here this morning in my zone, you know, didn't really have anything to say, but was convicted when I was going to go and not say anything. He said, I've been too good to you, sir. You have not crossed all your spiritual T's and dotted all your holy I's. You have not done that. You have not walked perfected in the earth, but even though you're pure, you're still not perfected. And I know that I'm not a perfected work. I know that I've moved in imperfections, right? But one thing I can tell you is that my heart and my mind and my spirit is pure. You might not be perfect, but you must be pure. You gotta be on your dean. Ooh, that is my brother. You better be on your dean. Uh-huh. Because your dean gonna supersede any other thing that come through the pipeline when you standing on your dean. I heard that yesterday. And it came and resonated in my spirit. I'm standing on my dean. Yeah. And so I'm here this morning. You can stand on your Shirley Temple. You go ahead and stand on your Shirley Temple and want to tiptoe through the tulips. Standing on your Shirley Temple with the big locks, the big curly red locks that Shirley Temple used to wear. You could be on your Shirley Temple, but I'm gonna stand on my dean over here. You feel me? Because my dean is gonna supersede anything that's gonna come down the pipe because I'm standing in purity of thought. I'm standing in purity of mind and purity of essence and purity of understanding and purity of comprehensions and purity. I'm standing in purity. So I might not be perfect, but you must be pure. Yeah. And so I'm here on my assignment, standing on my dean. I don't have no other place to stand. When you standing for something, then you ain't gonna fall for anything, my brother. Hey, sis, when you stand for something, then you're not gonna fall for anything. You're gonna stand. You're gonna be supported. You're gonna be secure. You're gonna be sound. You're gonna be solid. I need to continue, or is that enough for you to know you better stand on your dean out here in these streets? Stand on your dean now. I know it's gonna be a whole bunch of other folk out here gonna stand on their Shirley Temple. Yeah. So at the same time, stand all the way up and be recognized for who you are in the earth. That we are spirit beings having a humanistic experience. And so your spirit, man, gotta be solid and pure. Your fleshy man gonna be imperfect. Ooh-wee. Did you hear me? I say your fleshy man is automatically gonna be imperfect because we're imperfect vessels in the earth. But your solid, but your real true soundness and solidity and your real true security on the internal man must be pure. And so I'm standing. I ain't gonna falter. I ain't gonna fail. I'm not. I am a success story. Ooh-wee. If you made it through the years in the penitentiary, that that you've done, if you've made it through. I just listened to my cousin this morning down in Miami say he did 10 years from 2004 to through 2014, something like that. And so at the same time, he said that he had a lot of interactions of 10 years in the penitentiary. He did a lot of interactions. And I sat there and listened to his story this morning. And we all have a story to tell, y'all. I said, we all have a story to tell. Whether you want to tell your story or not, or you too embarrassed to tell your story or not, that's on you. I'm just here to tell my story. Because the creator of all things said, tell your story so I can get the glory. This is what he said. And so I'm just here this morning to chop it up with y'all, just to have a little something to say as I wrap up all the things that I have in my life that I want to tell in this trilogy. And at the same time, more about that later. It's a trilogy. The book that I'm writing is a trilogy. And so at the same time, you know what I'm saying, it's so many more. It's so much more in me that gotta come forth because people want to hear your story. Did you hear me? I say no matter how many zeros I got up here right now, right? People still want to hear your story. They want to hear it. They might be behind the scene right now, standing in the shower, behind the shower curtain, peeping in on your stuff, listening in when they know they don't have to come live. They can listen into the live later. But people want to know. And so, even with nothing to say this morning, I had this much to say. Because the creator of all things convicted me and say, I've given you too much. You have too much in you not to pour it out into the earth. It's too much in you not to pour it out over the earth. Leave it here in the earth. Don't take it with you. Did you hear me? I say, ma'am, you got so much to say. I'm telling you, you're going to have to say it. You cannot leave this earth on full. You're going to have to die on empty. Pour it all out into the mind of the people in the earth and let somebody else's tympanic membrane vibrate sturdy, securely, solidly. Let their tympanic membrane vibrate all the way down to the essence of who they are. Cause them to want to write a book about their story. It'll be a trickle-down effect of books being written about the story, that you have a story to tell. Did you hear me? I say you have your own individualized story to tell, sir. You're going to sit here and listen to mine. It's all good. I don't even care no more. At 57, I'll be 57. A few more, I guess, day. I don't even know what day it is. What day? It's about the 10th or the 11th. Y'all know I got to go through so many days, right? Before I can reach my birthday, I got to go through September 5th, which was the day that I buried my mother. Then I got to go through my son's birthday, 1990. Then I got to go through his death date, 2019, right? All in the month of September. Then my birthday finally hit 7 days later after I've endured his death date. Then my birthday hit September 25th. And so I have to endure. I have to remember, and I'm always reminded before I can even have a birthday, I got to be reminded of that first. It's all good now. I mean, do I have a choice in the matter? I know that some things be happening in our lives, right? Called life's curriculum. This is life's curriculum that I'm enduring. I'm enduring life's curriculum. There's a curriculum of life that has to be endured, and everybody have their own individual life's curriculum that they got to go through in their own life. I can sit back in my life and ponder, and sit back in my life and try to manipulate the circumstances where they would have been differently, but I don't. I believe that you'll hurt yourself even more than allowing flow to happen, right? The theory of flow. That's one of my favorite theorists. The theory of flow, F-L-O-W. You gotta flow in this thing called life. You're gonna have to flow with the current. Why not? Why go against the current of life? If life is flowing in that direction, ma'am, sometimes I'm telling you, it might be better for you to just flow with it. Lonely, I just said lonely for the L, but I'm saying losses for the L. You'll take L's on that road to go against flow when the creator of all things has already ordained all this for us to endure. And so I have to embrace it from that capacity, the enduring capacity, the capacity by which I have to endure it. Can't change it, can't shift it, can't navigate it to be a different way. I have to do it according to flow. And that's what I've noticed, that my life is much easier when I operate according to flow. And so I'm just here to live my life out in the front of y'all. That's all. Maybe he called me and said, open the laptop on October 15th, 2022. And he said, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people. I would have never guessed that right now I'm here just speaking out my spirit into the mind of the people, showing that there's enduring power. You got to tap into your own essence of who you are and operate from an authentic version of yourself. Organic. I don't know how to be anything other than that. And so I flow. I flow. I-F-L-O-W. I flow. I don't have no other choice in the matter. I got to flow. And so these days, as the shift is about to happen, right? And as I prepare for the shift and the shifting, as I prepare to go into a new dimension, a new realm, a new vibration, a new energy, a new essence, then at the same time, you have to set the tone and the tenor by what you want to happen in your life. Set it all up from a victorious mindset. Go into your memory bank and remember how far and from whence you've came, out the muck and miry clay of this thing called life. And so we can sit here and chop it up on a real perspective. I don't know how not to, because all I know how to do is be real. If I feel like crying, I cry. If I feel like talking, I'll talk. If I feel like walking, then I'll walk. If I feel like standing still, I'll stand still. Watch and see the glory of his essence overtake me by just standing still. When you don't know what to do, stand still. Did you hear me? I say some people on this live might not know what to do at the moment by which they're here at the moment. And you'll be saying, what should I do at this moment? And I'm giving you your answer. Your answer is to stand still and know. Did you hear me? I say you better stand still and know. You better stand still and know that the creator of all things have all this under control. When he tell you to move, you better move. When you tell you to be quiet, be quiet. When he tell you to talk, talk. If he say speak, speak. If he say chill, chill. I'm gonna continue to allow him to be the puppet master. I'm just a puppet. Did you hear me? I say I would allow and continue to allow him to be the puppet master. I'm just the puppet. So I gotta move, I gotta walk, I gotta talk, I gotta smile, I gotta frown. All of it is a part of it. Did you hear me? I say all of it is a part of it, y'all. All of it is a part of it. And so I put my promise ring back on. I made myself a promise. So I put my promise ring back on. Make yourself a promise of victory. Make yourself a promise of success. Become your own success story. Ooh-wee. Did you hear me? I say become your own success story. Become your own. Who can tell you you're not a success story if you said you are? Who will be able to tell you anything differently? And so you're going to have to go inward to tap into where you need to be. I'll go back to these regular sessions after a while, but I don't know why he got me here with nothing to read off of, nothing to tap into at the moment. My spirit is clear. My mind and my chakras are aligned. They're balanced. They're in sync. I'm not wayward. I'm not awkward. I'm not offbeat or out of sync or out of balance. I feel aligned. And I feel good. And I ain't in no pain. And this right here, I can do effortlessly because it's in me. It's not on me. That's the difference. And I said that if it's in you, I promise you it's going to come out of you. Whatever is in you, ma'am, will eventually come out. Whatever is in you, sir, will eventually come out. Hey, nieces and nephews in the earth, whatever is in you, it'll show forth. It'll come forth. If it's in you, it will come forth in due time and in due season. I sit here as an imperfect vessel, but I'm pure. Woo-wee. And so I don't owe nobody an explanation. I say I'm imperfect, but I'm pure. You'll never be perfect in your fleshy man. You'll never be perfect. But in your spirit man, you must be pure in your essence. And so I'm here this morning. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm appreciative. I'm approved. I'm approved by him, her, or it. The superior being, infinite wisdom, infinite intelligence, infinite cognitive ability. I'm talking about infinite wisdom. Yeah. So I didn't really have much to say to y'all this morning. I told y'all I got 2 solid downloads the other day. And instead of me whipping my phone out, or when I whip my phone out to write the download down on my notepad in my phone rung and it throwed me off. But if he want me to say that into the mind of the people, he'll bring it back to my attention. This time I won't let it slip. But it was a deep one. It was deep. You got to go deep sometime in this thing called life. You can't stay on the superficial aspect of the pool. You're going to have to go deeper. You can't stay on the superficial, skin deep aspect of life, because that's not where all that he have the desire or design for you to go. You got to go deeper. Deeper in your thoughts, and deeper in your understanding, and deeper in your acknowledgments, and deeper in your acceptance, and deeper in your beliefs, and deeper in your creativity, and deeper in your thoughts, and deeper in your mindset shifts, and deeper in your aspects of life, your observations, your assessments, your evaluations. Come on now, we got to go deeper. Don't you want to tap into your abundance? Don't you want to tap into your blessings? Don't you want to tap into your protection? Don't you want to tap into your provisions? Don't you want to tap into your peace that surpasses all understanding? You can't stay there on the shallow end. You got to go deeper. So go get it. That was the word, the 3 words that he told me this morning to say into the mind of the people. Go get it. If you're in school to work on an AA degree, go get it. If you're in school to go get your bachelor's degree, go get it. If you got a master's in your mind, go get it. If you want to work towards your doctoral degree, go get it. Go get it. That's the word. And so I'm here this morning, 47 minutes in. I got a few more minutes with y'all. I'm here to tell somebody on the sound of my voice, go get it. It'll resonate in your spirit. You will know exactly what I'm talking about. You will know when you hear this, you will know whether you want to accept it or not. That's something different. But it'll resonate in your spirit about what I'm saying. Go get it. If it's a woman that you want, my brother, go get it. If it's a dude that you want, baby girl, go get it. Go get it. Go get whatever you want. If it's your heart's desire for a brand new car off the lot, go get it. If it's a home that you've been looking for because it's 1.5 million and you thinking, I only got 500,000 in my account, how am I gonna afford a 1.5? Go get it. And then find a way to pay for it. Go get it. And so I'm here this morning. I know. I didn't have anything to say to y'all. And I struggled this morning. I struggled to even sit here. Not necessarily, but just, to a certain degree, I struggled. I brushed my teeth and I went in there and I looked in that mirror and he said, Negro, I done been too good to you. I have been too good to you. I have been too good to you not to say something into the mind of the people. Even when you don't have anything to say, ma'am. Hey, sis, even when you don't have anything to say. Hey, bro. Woo-wee. Even if you don't have nothing to say, soldier, I'm here to tell you, you still got to show up for your assignment. You still got to show up for the assignment, even when you don't have anything to say. Still show up for the assignment. Because the assignment on your life is not necessarily predicated upon you saying something. It's predicated upon you showing up. And so I showed up. I'm here. What's good, baby girl? Good morning to you as well. I'm here on my assignment. Didn't have much to say, but ended up saying a lot. Did you hear me? I said I didn't have much to say, but I ended up saying a lot. Go get it. That's the word. You might as well. Did you hear me? I say you might as well go get it. You might as well. And so I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm just going to sit here for my next few minutes and let y'all listen to this. This right here is infinity. And sometimes you might have to quiet your spirit, right? Before the shift, before you shift, there's a point in time before you reach for the gear and then you hit the clutch and then you go into the new gear. There's a moment in time that you're going to have to acknowledge. And you go into the new gear. At the same time, it's a moment in time where you have to be quiet. You're going to have to quiet your spirit, quiet yourself, quiet your inner man. Walk intuitively and intentionally. Walk understanding the inner man has the most value. Your inner man has the most value. Yes, it does. And so at the same time, I might as well stand. Since I'm a winner, I might as well win. Since I'm a success story, then I might as well tell my story. Since I'm a success story, then I might as well tell my story. I might as well tell my story so he can get the glory. That's what he told me. He said, tell your story so I can get the glory. And so I'm here this morning. You know, I can't read. You know what? Should I do this right now to end it with y'all? I should just do this. Y'all need to read the book. Y'all need to. I don't think I'm gonna do this right now. I ain't gonna do it. It ain't in my spirit to do it. I want y'all to read it. Did you hear me? I said I just want y'all to read it. I'm gonna get it to y'all so y'all can read it. But anyway, I ain't gonna do it. It's not in my spirit to do it to y'all right now. But anyway, here it is. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Hourglass Era, where the sands of time converge in the morning, Monday through Thursday, in the 9 o'clock hour. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. Allow us to guide as we delve into the depths of our consciousness and navigate the interwoven pathways of the mind. Join me on this thought-provoking journey where we explore the spiritual, intellectual, and physical realms, peering into the very essence of health awareness and holistic understandings. Everything on this earth is symbolic of the hourglass concepts, and its center represents neutrality, a balance, a pivotal metaphor for our journey here in the hourglass. Just as the pH transition from acidity to alkalinity, so too must we navigate our thoughts from discordance to harmony. It's about transversing the realms of the seven chakras and unlocking the spiritual experiences and aligning our conscious selves with the greater aspect of life. And so each session unravels the unexplored conscious thoughts of human existence, inviting you to awaken, transcend, and comprehend the vast expansions of our inner world. So come, tune in, and let's embark together on this extraordinary odyssey towards enlightenment. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Hourglass Era. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? I say welcome, welcome, welcome to the Hourglass Era, ERA. And it's strictly designed to have you aware, conscious, enlightened, transformed, transcend. We're going to have to transcend past where we were into where we're going. Anyway, I got to go, y'all. It's been a blessing. How many? Oh, man, it's 56. I can't go. I got 4 more minutes with y'all. Listen, I keep telling y'all I ain't really had nothing to say. Did I tell you? I ain't really had nothing to say to y'all. I really didn't. But at the same time, yeah. I'm tired. Hear me yawning in y'all ear? Y'all heard me? Anybody that yawn with me, that mean y'all connected. Y'all heard yawns are contagious, right? So if you yawn with me just then, that mean you connected. That mean you are my we're quantumly entangled. If you just yawn just then, that mean you are quantumly entangled with me. And I'm glad to be here. I need to hang this up somewhere. I told you I found my little tassel. That's what I put on my blue yesterday. I had my little tassel. Don't be getting mad at me because I got a tassel and you don't. You better work toward your own tassels in the earth. I heard you. You better work toward your own tassel. I'm going to come to your graduation. I promise you I'll come to your graduation. We're going to graduate throughout this thing called life, right? There's graduations. And they might not be these big, humongous ceremonies in these auditoriums, but you got to graduate in your thoughts. You're going to have to graduate in your beliefs. You're going to have to graduate in your creativity. You're going to have to graduate in your innovations. You're going to have to graduate in your creations. You're going to have to graduate. You're going to graduate throughout this thing called life. It's a gradual process, and you're going to have to graduate. Did you hear me? I got to go for these last couple of minutes. Did y'all hear me? I said I got to go. I got to go. Didn't really have nothing to say to y'all this morning, but I came in for my assignment. Y'all see I was obedient to the assignment. Y'all see I was obedient to the assignment on my life, right? There's an obedience that got to come. Didn't he say that obedience is better than sacrifice? Be obedient to your assignment on your life. And become a better version of yourself as you can become. And so I'm walking toward my betterment. I'm walking towards the version by which I have created and designed for my own life is to become and to exist as a success story. That's it. I am a success story. You got to say that for yourself. Did you hear me? I say, you got to say this one for yourself. I am a success story. You got to say it and leave it right there with some exclamation points. You heard me? I say, leave that there with some exclamation points. I am a success story. I got to go. Be blessed. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. Y'all be good.